XVONE, up for critical review and reaction is the late, great Jordan Maxwell on EVIL, the oppo of LIVE.
The condition of the world right now.
Well, I think the whole world is in the. I think that scripture basically is true, where in the New Testament, someone said the whole world is lying in the power of the wicked one. I think the basic concept there is correct. I think the entire world of mankind in all countries of the world, the entire human family, is being overshadowed, is a term I use. Overshadowed or dominated behind the world scene by a very dark and evil presence in the universe. And so the idea, the concept of demons and devils and spirit entities, poltergeists and ghosts and that kind of thing, all of that philosophy of ancient and evil presence in the spirit world dominating and dominating our destiny and harming us, I believe is based on fact. I totally believe that that's exactly what's happening. And that's why that idea is prevailing in so many of the religions of the world. Almost all religions of the world will at least address the idea that there is a world of spiritual entities here. Christianity calls them demons and devils and angels, and the secular world calls them ghosts and apparitions and poltergeists and demons. I think that there is something to that we are living today on the earth with other life forms. My God, there's so many life forms in the ocean we don't even know about. There's so many life forms in the Amazon in South America that we don't even know about. There's so many life forms out there in the universe that we don't know about. Then it comes to finally, there's so much we don't know about. And there are so many life forms here on the earth, in the animal kingdom and in the occult world. So I'm sure that there's something going on in the spirit world where the whole world is lying in the power of the wicked one, because we can see it everywhere. The bloodshed, the violence, and the whole human race is reacting to something. Everywhere on the earth you have drug problems, people on drugs. Why are the humans turning to drugs? And also violence and the whole idea of alcoholism.
Yes.
And drug addiction. What is that telling you about the human condition on the earth?
That feeling that we always have to be inebriated, or that self-deprecation of, oh, it's Friday, it's the weekend, I can drink. Oh, it's Saturday, I don't have to go back to work yet. Oh, it's Monday, I hate money, let's get drunk. It's Wednesday, it's almost Friday again, let's get drunk. Anything to just take you out of reality and put you in this, immerse you in another world. And now we're actually seeing that literally promoted with virtual reality. Immerse yourself.
That's exactly right. That's precisely right. And then that opens up a whole can of worms to look into with artificial intelligence and entertainment and games, computer games. All of this is designed by some dark force in the world that drives humans, and it's driving us crazy. We've got to have more war games and more computer games for kids to spend their whole life playing with a computer. And for the adults, give them alcohol and drugs and pornography, and give them anything at all. Keep the people occupied. And why? So that the masters of this world can operate with impunity and do whatever they want.
So I look at it at a very base level, and it's really narcissism. If you look at the world, pretty much across the board, people are to divide and conquer, and also I look at it at a very base level, and it's really narcissism. If you look at the world, pretty much across the board, people are only care about themselves.
Well,
And
of
that's always
course.
going to come first, and that's the first tenet in Satanism.
Well, I know that, and that's why, and the general public, who are not mentally deranged criminals, but just ordinary people living an ordinary life, and they can't handle what these maniacs and murderers and demonic depravity that are controlling our banks and controlling our schools and our military and the whole world of mankind. They just normal, everyday, regular people know in their gut there's something bad wrong. And they also know, and they're correct, when they understand there's nothing they can do about it. Because you're not going to change the nature of mankind. You're not going to change the nature of fallen mankind. And so humans, like you said, are looking out only for themselves. They don't even care about their children. They don't even care about their neighbors. They don't even care about their neighborhood.
That's becoming more and more true. I can recognize that in public. Just parents that truly just don't care about their children. Just the attitudes. It's really incredible that they have had so much of their will to survive and even to care for their offspring removed from them. I mean, you can really see the results of I don't even want to say an agenda, but of a dark force, as we've been talking about at work here.
And adult children not caring for their parents as they grow older.
Same thing, same problem.
Yep.
Back and forth, one way or the other.
You know, I think another huge element of this, Jordan, Jack and I were talking about this in the previous segment, is a lot of people feel, and I gave an example, a friend of mine basically said, look, I see the evidence that you're presenting to me about a particular subject, but it's really hard for me to believe that anybody would be that evil or would do that. And that's the problem, is that a lot of us don't think that anybody would do it because we wouldn't do it.
That's exactly right. And that is so absolutely correct, you know, because you don't think about raping and plundering and lying and stealing and actually murdering. It doesn't even come into your world of thinking. So obviously that's so foreign, that's so far out. But actually, no, and my God, the world is filled with this kind of stuff every day. But the rest of humanity, it appears to me that humanity is like the cattle, as I said, chattel. You drive by these large farms and you see 100,000 cattle out in they're out grazing with their young. They don't care about what's going on around them. They don't know that they're going to be hamburger very soon. They don't understand where they are, what planet they're on. They're just out doing what they normally do, hanging around out in the sun, chewing their cud and having offspring, and their babies are going to grow up to be like them, just a bunch of cows that are going to have their heads cut off and go to the meat market. So eventually, that's the way the human race has finally ended up. Well, we don't really care. We just go along to get along. Even if it isn't right, who the hell cares, as long as we got our beer and television and games. The kids are all happy. They can sit there and play games on the computer all day. And I don't know. I don't know where the human race is going to go. But like the Bible has Jesus saying, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do.